Hi guys, Mysterious Cat Island back with more Let's Play Final Fantasy VI Advance. As you can see, we're back here in Chador. I didn't want to bother boring you guys with the walk. I did take the liberty of going ahead and going to the inn and getting all of my health back up. I believe the shops don't have anything new at this time, which is, well, at least not the item shop. Or the armor shop. Pretty sure the weapon shop does not either. However, we are going to restock some for items, which I could have also conceivably done off camera. But whatever, that's fine. Yeah, we need like a ton more of these. Yeah, let's just go ahead and spend all our money on that. Everything else we should be okay on. I am going to sell a couple of those silver spectacles. You don't really ever need... Oh, okay, they're not as good as I remember. There was one that had a really high sell price. Oh, the Dragoon boots. Maybe if you get a bunch of those, you can sell them. So there might be a little bit of running around we can do in Chador now. Let's talk to this guy. Ugh, a lot of the NPCs say the same stuff they said last time. However, we might be able to take part in the auction this time. Nope, okay. Well, the auction house, which we'll actually go into a bit later, you can purchase Magicite here. I want to say there's 4, but there could only be 3 Magicite that you can purchase. Okay, so we've basically got to find a way to get to the southern continent, and this guy brings up a great idea. We need an airship. I don't remember him saying that, honestly. Okay, so anybody here know anybody who knows an airship? Or who owns an airship? Sorta got no choice, ma'am. We're hearing a lot about this Maria chick. Hey, kid. That's nice. Okay, so the Opera House is way south of here. Keep that in mind. Do you have anything? We're gonna buy a couple of peace rings because they're handy coming up. Ooh, you can buy earrings here too. Don't really need them now. And let me go ahead and change up. Celeste is fine. We're gonna go ahead and take off the Brigand Glove. Genji Glove is better at this point. And coming up, stealing's not really a big deal. So we are gonna go ahead and give Locke one of these peace rings though. Prevents Berserk and Confusion. Replace his Sniper Eye and replace his Star Pendant. And we're gonna go ahead and instead of the Tintina Bloom, we're gonna put... Yeah, let's put a Hyper-Rest on Sabin, it's fine. Okay. So, where have we heard about Maria before? Well, actually, the guy in this big-ass mansion talked about her, right? Let's see if he knows anything. Ozer's Mansion. Whoa, this guy's friggin' out. We'll come back to him in a second. Talking about Celeste? Is that what you're saying? I'm sure I checked that pot before. But let's talk to this freaking out guy. No, my name is Celeste. Ding, 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 ding. Who's in trouble? Why? Maria is apparently a famous opera singer who works out at the opera house. But is she in some sort of trouble? Strike a pose. I don't know. Oh, what's this? dropped a letter. Let's read it. Maybe not. Director of the troupe that performs at the Opera House. Impresario. He's been in Tizzy since his letter arrived. Okay. Dearest Maria, I've decided to take you as my wife, so I'll be coming to kidnap you, the Wandering Gambler. How romantic. The Wandering wants his face. Locke, we just read the letter. We just read it. Might as well have been. And who is this? He looks important, but more importantly, he's got an airship. A gambling vagabond who finds freedom in society's narrow views of morality aboard his airship, the Blackjack. And Setzer. Some people have said he's supposed to be an albino. Not really sure, but I think it's more Amano's designs than actually albino. But he is really freaking cool looking. Owner of the world's only airship. If one guy can make them, why aren't people just producing them everywhere? Righto, girl. Alright, so guess where we get to go? Get out of the way. Down to the Opera House. You can take the Chocobo if you want to. I'm not going to. We're just gonna walk. Just follow this little neck of a peninsula down. Get into fights. After Zozo, none of these guys are a big deal. We've already seen Cait Sith. Let's see Ramuh. Judgment Bolt, that sounds cool. Obviously, he's Lightning Elemental. Didn't do a whole lot of damage to these guys, but that's okay. He is good coming up, though. And I would advise that you don't equip him on Celes. Speaking of which, we're going to remove Kirin from Celes. See, she's still got a bit before she learns these spells. But we're going to go ahead and put Kirin on... Oh man, he's so close to learning fire. I want him to learn fire. We might go ahead and get into a couple of battles and grind really, really briefly. Shit. Because it will be handy to have that fire spell on Edgar for what's coming up. So there's the Opera House. We're just going to get into a couple fights real quick. Get Edgar at minimum that fire spell. None of these guys are a big whoop. No point in casting Kirin in this battle, really. Kirin works better on big boss battles because of the Regen ability. For those of you who don't know, Regen is, it gradually restores your HP. Edgar gained a level. Edgar learned slow. Did not learn fire, so we need one more fight for him to learn fire, I think. Might be 2, depending on his growth rate. Okay. I hate grinding on camera, guys, I'm sorry. But I'd rather do it now and have this spell. And advise you guys of that. Edgar learned fire. Great. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take Kirin off of Celes for a bit. You might be questioning why I'm doing this, but you'll know soon enough. I'm gonna go ahead and equip Kieran to Edgar. And let's go ahead and put Siren on Celeste for now. They can only obviously learn one Esper at a time, but the progress you've made on the other Esper will remain until you finish. Son of a bitch, I just want to go to the Opera House. Until you finish learning that ability. How did Celeste go before Edgar? That's fine. Okay. Poison and Imp. I've got a lot of the early spells on these. Not great. Cura is really good at this point. Yes, it's me again. You gonna tell me what's going on? Why would you wait until the climax of the first act and not the climax of, like, the third act? When people are most engrossed. Or second act if there's 2 acts. Jump out and nab him. This is not an episode of Scooby-Doo. You're the director! Who's going to can you? I love Celeste. I love it so much. Then don't let her go on. Look, I think that's counterintuitive. Ugh. Yeah, you guys get the idea of what's happening here. If you've played this game before, I find that this is a lot of people's favorite scenes. It's certainly my favorite scene. Coming up. It just holds a very special place in my heart. So this is like, what? He said we're gonna use a decoy, dingus. Locke can get a little violent sometimes. How are you not getting this, guy? Finger waggle. Now, the problem with putting Celeste in instead of Maria, to be an opera singer, you gotta have some lungs on you. Like, some serious lungs. It requires training. You can't just have a general step in and pretend to be an opera singer. But, you know, I suspension of disbelief and all that. Yeah, it's a great plan, isn't it? Celeste does not agree that this is a great plan. And yet, oh, she bumps into the door. Meant to do that. He's listening at the door. Hack, cough. She'll be fine. Don't laugh. You're the one who decided this is a good idea, Locke. Oh god, it's this asshole again. It'll be tons of fun. He's not lying. And there's a letter. I don't know how anybody missed that. But they did. And everybody goes into a dressing room. I don't know why. We'll see a little more of Ultros later. Ultros is actually one of my favorite boss characters. He's the only reoccurring, well, the biggest reoccurring boss. So for me, this is like the biggest thing as a kid, because you got the whole orchestra downstairs and they're playing this this music. It's perfect. This actually sort of gave me a love for opera as well, as dorky as that is. And I actually went and saw Distant Worlds, which is the Final Fantasy concert. They tour in a nearby city a couple of years ago, and they did the Opera House, and I cried. I cried so hard. She's probably reading this. Draco, a soldier from the west, thinks of his love, Maria. Incidentally, back home. Incidentally, the same name as the opera singer. Go figure. And it gets trampled by chocobos. Like, immediately. I love how they have almost the singing. With the little bleeps. And I have no control over this, so it's going to take as long as it wants. I am not singing this. I don't know why the lights keep going up and down, but they do. You're locked, you can get up, you can talk to your party members. Sabin doesn't get it. Edgar's trying to get Locke to hook up with Celeste. Sort of. I'm gonna go check on things. So, exit down this way. I know it doesn't look like there's a door there, but there is. Remember, the dressing room is up here. That letter is gone. That's interesting. That's okay. Not a big deal. Hey, oh. Oh, goodness. And Locke turns bright red. Like, he's even got, like, the red on his arms. I didn't notice that at first. Yeah, probably. Ugh, Locke, you need to stop. Difficult question to answer. And he can't answer it. The next scene's an important one. She's not lying. She learned this opera quick. He's still red. You can see it on, like, his shoulders, right below where his little vest jacket thing ends. Yes, I'm going to check the score again. Yes, we want to read the score. It is in your best interest to either pull up a walkthrough or memorize this. This is important. We'll see why here in just a few moments. I used to know these lyrics word for word. Although, I believe in the original Final Fantasy III edition, the words are a little bit different. Gotta finish by the end of the interlude. They're not joking, you have to. It's not easy to fuck this up. And scene 2 is blah. I've already checked out the score. I know what I'm doing. So, when you sure you know what you're doing? Actually, you can't run a Celeste. I guess she's confined in this dress or whatever. Come up here and through the curtains. And make sure you know what your lines are. Oh, this part always gets to me. I believe the opera is called Dream Oath. I can't remember. So, Oh My Hero. Can't remember where I read that. So once you select the first line, it automatically selects the next line. And she's obviously making it as a singer because they're not booing her off. I'm the darkness. She moves automatically, you don't have to do anything here. Although you will have to soon. You can mess this up. If you mess this up, you get 3 chances to fix it, to do it right. If you don't do it right within those tries, you get a game over. So basically the pattern is first, second, first. And it will automatically move you upstairs. Go up to Draco. Talk to him. Follow him as best you can. But you gotta talk to him 3 times. Sir, stop. And he disappears. That's some cruel shit right there. So pick up the flowers with your A button. And you can't run, you gotta walk up here to this point. And the rest of this is pretty much automated, so you don't have to worry about fucking anything up. If you got here before the end of the interlude, you did it right. But that's not the end. There is more still to come. And you may notice the Opera House theme is also listed on the original soundtrack as Celeste's theme. It is probably my favorite song from this game. And we get a little shooting star in the background. And then there's this guy. I believe it's supposed to be Prince Rouse and not Price, but you sort of follow automatically. And scene fades to black. Wish it would finish fading to black. It's taking its sweet time loading, isn't it? Okay. And we get a little dance scene here. Maria dancing with Rouse. Rouse? Rouse? I don't know, whatever you want to call him is fine. with your generic sprites down at the bottom there. And that's all automated. And now we're back as Locke, who is watching from behind the scenes, because he's a little bit of a graver, actually. And we are going to go ahead and stop there right now, guys. I hate to break this scene up into 2 episodes, I really do. But we're over the 20-minute mark already, probably. Because I forgot to set my timer again. So we're going to go ahead and pick it up in the next one. Thanks for watching.